How am I prepared mentally? So mentally it's a competitive fight and I've got to bring competition. So in that sense, mentally it's not just about, all right, I want to box well and all this, just win. Mentally, like win, refuse to be beat. And that's how you mentally approach the fight, just go in there with a winner's mindset.
So Jake, you can fight basically anybody. You decide who your opponents are going to be. Why was this man the right opponent for right now?
I think this talk has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some talk back and forth for a couple of years, and my goal is to become world champion and the WBA and WBC.
I don't think it's necessarily fair to AJ. I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
Jake Paul walked into that room like a man already planning the victory parade. Playlist set, confetti ordered, preaching that delusional optimism gospel and promising to shock the entire planet.
I'm gonna break his face, I'm gonna break his up, I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'll do that until finish fighting, no matter.
Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua sat there cool as premium ice. No theatrics, no Hollywood. Just a man treating this like an appointment on the calendar. One Jake Paul chose to book himself for.
Who has more pressure fighting?
100% Anthony. Yeah, 1000%. This is something that's gonna weigh on him, right? Like, because of what you said, I'm going in there and fight free. If he starts getting touched up and losing rounds, I think the cookie will crumble.
Jake hyped himself up as the fearless disruptor, the guy who sees a heavyweight king and thinks business opportunity, not danger. And AJ responded with that calm, polite menace that basically says, I'll handle this, efficiently.
Whatever he said, humbled. I don't know what to say. I'm confident in myself. Like, I'm not focusing on him. I just know what I can do, and I can't wait to show it. I'm not gonna crumble. I'm solid. I've been through wars, and I'm still standing super strong. I align myself with some of the great coaches in the world because I have that hunger, that desire.
Jake talked speed, angles, slick footwork, like he's auditioning for Dancing with the Heavyweights. And Joshua replied with words like pressure, patience, making it uncomfortable. The kind of talk that makes you question your own life choices.
I think there's any chance in the world, knowing what Anthony Joshua is a specialist, he's a specialist at putting knolls through your fucking brain, and that's what he's going to try to do to Paul. And anything other than that, if from a 34-year-old Anthony can fight. Whether Josh he can do it, they're not. I mean, Jake Paul shocks the world and shows us that he really does know how to box really well and moves really good and uses his jab and blows us all away with a strategy and a lot of footwork and move.
Jake swore that only destiny itself could stop him, and AJ hit him with a simple, cool story. Let's test it. It was hype versus homework, podcast energy versus final exam focus, and the contrast was impossible to miss.
Secret to boxing a guy like
just get him the right hand. That's what Jake Paul's looking for, the right hand. And if he lands, he could do good damage. So a lot of people underestimate Jake Paul, but in reality, he's dedicated, and that's what I like about him.
One man selling belief with a TED Talk smile, the other radiating the calm confidence of someone who already read the script. Then Eddie Hearn walks in like a taxi driver watching two supercars argue about speed, and just says, relax, lads, we've run the numbers.
You're quoted on record saying that you and AJ must retire if Jake Paul wins on December 19th. Stand by that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I suppose so. Yeah. Look, I don't see a world where Jake boxing. I mean, what is it? Roy Jones came out this morning and said Jake Paul can win this fight.
Teddy Atlas as well.
Teddy Atlas. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, now I'm a bit worried. I won't retire. AJ should retire if he loses.
I'm sitting there thinking, Eddie is talking about retirement clauses like vacation plans and still making it sound savage. If AJ loses, we're not doing a press conference, we're doing a farewell tour. Delivered so politely, you'd clap, but then he breaks down AJ's weight like a personal trainer. Lighter AJ equals sharper AJ, which in boxing terms means fewer gym selfies, more nightmare fuel.
Forget, AJ's never made weight before, so all of a sudden he's he's been in camp for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and he's probably seen at, I don't know, 260, 265, and it's like you got to make 240. Weight calls and all this is going to be an issue. It's something we have to keep our eye on, but I think AJ feels great. I think actually the lighter AJ is, the better he is.
And Jake? Still walking around with superhero confidence. You've got to respect it, but confidence without heavyweight seasoning is like ordering a plain steak and calling it gourmet. Everyone can feel it, this isn't a joke. Team AJ is treating this like a world title fight. Eddie says it so smoothly it feels like a royal announcement. So now it's simple. One guy is dreaming big, the other guy is sharpening weapons. And history favors the man with the toolbox, not the one with the motivational speech.
Destructively, violently, and I don't see a world where Jake Paul is competitive in the fight, let alone win the fight. But luckily, AJ's not preparing in a way that he just thinks. To see AJ winning this fight with ease, comprehensive Jake Paul, like he's a world title contender. Yes, it's been a little bit of a shorter camp. Yes, we've got to make weight this time around, but it doesn't matter.
Just when Eddie had everything in boardroom mode numbers, weight, clauses, we slide right into 8 a la Yippo territory. And instantly the vibe shifts. He talks boxing like he's been personally offended by every bad scorecard since 2009. His disbelief is polite, but loud. AJ versus Jake feels like someone challenging a lion to a push-up contest.
In the top 10, where AJ's taking it serious, the questions that Ariel's throwing him. We're here to kind of fuck around. It's going to be easy. Give me my money and run back to the UK. This was AJ's like, no, we're taking this seriously. Good thing for Jake Paul. It isn't. And A guy anyway. Like, I would never doubt that AJ would take this seriously. But for Jake Paul, I do wonder if realization is kicking in, or maybe he is just that delusional.
Jake's selling dreams like a late-night infomercial, while AJ looks like he sets alarms just to stay disciplined. Point one guy preaching, believe in yourself. The other checking torque settings on his right hand. Aid starts sweeping across the entire boxing scene, and suddenly it's clear this sport hasn't seen peace and quiet in years. And honestly, we love it.
In press conference, I think one of the biggest takeaways was, and I think we knew this on the circuit anyway, that AJ had left Davison, but he confirmed it. And then he's training with Igor. And I wish Ariel pushed him a bit more, because I have no idea who Igor is. I feel in this Alexander Usyk camp where AJ is and has been for a while now. But Igor is most certainly not Alexander Usyk's #1 trainer. So I'm guessing it's just someone in the camp. But AJ is now training with that.
From British heavyweight chaos to world-level drama, every fighter is trying to headline a reality show. But Aid tells it with that perfect mix of sharp insight and humor. It's like listening to a coach who can describe madness with a straight face. And behind all the jokes, the truth never changes. Boxing doesn't reward noise. It rewards whoever shows up ready.
I will still stand firm and say AJ should get rid of Paul in 1 round. Should. And if he doesn't, then my questions will be more to AJ. But I'm confident AJ hasn't come to play around. So it isn't a case of AJ just come to kind of give the American audience a show and just, make Jake Paul look silly and make Jake Paul miss. And no, I think AJ's come to do damage, collect the check, and go to Saudi and have in February that Turkey's been talking about.
Then Johnny Nelson steps in with full veteran authority. That I've seen it all. Toned out Jake's confidence. Great entertainment, but Johnny reminds us this isn't a charity fun run. This is AJ, looking like a man on his way to a serious appointment. His warning is polite but deadly. Enjoy the moment, but step carefully.
Itself, I want to see what AJ's presence in front of Jake Paul would be like. Because AJ, especially when it comes to fighting, is a serious. And I know Jake Paul, the problem child. Remember when he snatched Floyd Mayweather's hat? And they do all the kind of things, and Mike Tyson ended up slapping him in his face and standing on his toe. I think Jake Paul got there, looked up and thought, shall I chance this?
Jake's boldness is impressive in it. Did he really say that kind of way? He's selling belief, disruption, Hollywood narratives. Meanwhile, I'm double-checking whether AJ's gloves are laced tight. Johnny doesn't deal in hype, he deals in realities. And reality is simple. AJ doesn't need theatrics. He needs just one clean opportunity. Then everything changes instantly.
AJ, I'm stuck in betwixt the middle. Because Nobody on this green earth would actually turn down 50, 60 million to fight Jake Paul. And people that don't like this will probably watch it because they want to see Jake Paul getting knocked. So what to say about AJ, what to say about Jake Paul? I think I was thinking upside down. For AJ, I thought, Mama's cashing out. He's cashing out because he's going down this mimic line, but I thought in reality...
This is where the drama cooks.Jake's mouth writes checks his confidence loves cashing, but AJ's presence can turn a press conference into a job performance review. Johnny's message is clear: keep the jokes, keep the energy, just don't confuse the spotlight with safety, because if Jake walks in treating this like content, and AJ walks in treating it like a professional assignment, that contrast alone could shake an arena. We're watching confidence collide with credentials, hype race headfirst into heavyweight reality. A chaos buffet with front row seats. So tell me, is this a miracle brewing, or a masterclass waiting to happen? Drop your predictions below, smash the like button, share the madness, and subscribe to Boxing for more breakdowns just like this.